You're staring at $1 trillion of proof, but there's still 1,000x to come, and you have a lot more information at your fingertips. The writing is on the wall. Bitcoin is the future of capital. It's the future of money. It might make sense to get some, because it has caught on.
In his keynote, Michael Saylor presents a paradigm-shifting perspective on Bitcoin as the solution to our economic dilemmas, contrasting it with traditional financial and physical assets. Following a tumultuous weekend after the event, Bitcoin is trading around $66,000, showing a 1% increase in the last 24 hours and a 5% increase over the last 30 days, with the total supply at 19.73 million Bitcoins out of a maximum of 21 million. Saylor emphasizes Bitcoin as digital capital with an infinite lifespan, projecting its market cap could reach $280 trillion by 2045. Before we dive deeper into this revolutionary discussion, let's explore the details. Before we continue with the rest of the video, do check out daily 5-minute crypto newsletter with all the latest crypto and Bitcoin news. It's a fantastic analysis of on-chain crypto data and breakdowns, and the best part is it's absolutely free. They'll cover expert predictions, breakdowns of on-chain crypto data, and any breaking news you need to know, all in a nutshell. Click the first link in the description and enter your email to join over 50,000 others in becoming a better crypto investor right now.
The first country to buy Bitcoin by issuing its own currency wins. This is simple. You print paper. Remember that Seward check? You issue the check. You'd be like, well, you could whine. Oh, we couldn't afford it. It was 2 years after the Civil War. The country was bankrupt. Millions of people are dead. The South is in disrepair, the North is angry, and this guy, Seward, comes up with an idea to buy frozen tundra, a lot of it, from a bunch of Russians that wanted the paper. Okay, so people have done things under worse situations. But you can see here the normie strategy is you owe $3 trillion. You're not getting anywhere. The maxi strategy pays off your debt. The double maxi strategy makes you rich. The triple maxi strategy makes you very rich. Why? Because you're buying the property that everybody is running to in 100 years, and you just go buy it now. Like, Standard Oil was nothing. There was no gasoline. There were no automobiles. We had no diesel locomotives in 1867. We invented all that stuff, but common sense says, this strengthens your national security because you end up with $50 trillion or more of digital capital nobody can take. They can't steal it, right? They bomb your country, they invade your border, they're not getting the Bitcoin, right? So this is good for your financial security and your national security. But note, if you are Saudi Arabia or Norway, and if you pursue the triple maxi strategy, Saylor says it's very easy to do, but it's 4.2 million Bitcoin you end up with at the end of that line. That means there's not a lot of room for triple maxis.
As we just heard Michael Saylor discuss his views on Bitcoin and its future, he presents a paradigm-shifting perspective on Bitcoin as the solution to our economic dilemmas. Saylor contrasts Bitcoin with traditional financial and physical assets, emphasizing its role as digital capital with an infinite lifespan. He argues that Bitcoin is key to preserving and growing wealth in an increasingly digital world, projecting its market cap could reach $280 trillion by 2045. Saylor provides concrete examples and strategies for individuals, corporations, and even nations to embrace Bitcoin for unprecedented wealth creation. Now, let's listen to what Michael Saylor has to say at Bitcoin Nashville.
Not at the nation-state level, right? There's going to be one, there might be two. At some point, right, this is an opportunity for an aggressive mover. You can have a lot of triple maxi families and a lot of triple maxi corporations. Not a lot of room for triple maxi nations. And let's look at the U.S. U.S. is a special case. Well, the rules are still the same, right? Buy Bitcoin, sell the paper, get rid of your gold, go long range. And the don'ts are still the same. Don't harass the Bitcoiners. Don't send the industry overseas. Don't send the capital overseas. But What's our base case here? Well, we think that AI and new technology is going to drive growth. I mean, I'm going to assume that the United States is going to be run by competent executives, and they're going to harness technology, and we're going to actually take advantage of AI, and we're going to create robot cars and robots and billion-person websites that give you free accounting and legal and medical advice, and all that's going to grow our revenues faster than grows our expenses, and we'll eventually get to the point where interest rates come down. But the question is, what's the United States Bitcoin strategy? And we could be normies. You could be a 10%er. That's kind of like buying 500,000 Bitcoin. You could buy 1 million Bitcoin. A double maxi is 2 million Bitcoin. A triple maxi is buy 4 million Bitcoin. And then start sweeping the surplus of the nation when it comes into Bitcoin. And the consequences? Well, if you're a normie, and you have great productivity growth and brilliant technology and the robots do all the work for us, you're still going to be in debt. It just won't get much worse. I mean, that'll save us. We need that. If you're a maxi, you'll pay off half the debt. If you're a double maxi, you got a surplus. And if you're a triple maxi, instead of owing 30 trillion, the nation has 30 trillion. Right? Bitcoin is not the solution to all our problems. It is the solution to half our problems. And the important point is, the other half are very complicated. They'll take a lot of people and energy. This half is simple. This is a very simple thing to solve half our problems. So, Bitcoin is cyber Manhattan. Hundreds of trillions of dollars of capital are going to go there. We're going to demonetize Russian tundra and Chinese real estate and everything in Africa and all of the crappy buildings. Everything anybody bought that they didn't need, it's getting demonetized. You buy a Bitcoin, you owe a building. Otherwise, a boulevard. Otherwise, the entire neighborhood. It's only 276 to the third. That's what you're looking at right now. And I'm going to leave you with one quote. Satoshi Nakamoto kicked off the Bitcoin network January 3rd, 2009. On January 17th of 2009, 14 days later, 16 months before Pizza Day, when Bitcoin was worth nothing, and it was not going to be worth anything for a year, Satoshi Nakamoto said it might make sense just to get some in case it catches on. If enough people think the same way, it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. And never have wiser words been spoken.
Michael Saylor's keynote at Bitcoin Nashville offers a transformative perspective on Bitcoin's role in reshaping global finance. He presents Bitcoin as the ultimate solution to our economic dilemmas, contrasting it with traditional assets and emphasizing its potential as digital capital with an infinite lifespan. Saylor projects Bitcoin's market cap could reach $280 trillion by 2045, advocating for individuals, corporations, and nations to embrace it for unprecedented wealth creation. We would love to hear your thoughts on a few questions. How might Bitcoin's adoption impact global economic inequality? Could Bitcoin's rise lead to a fundamental restructuring of government monetary policies? For more Daily Dose Crypto news, check out these 2 awesome videos on your screen. Click now and we will see you on the next video.